Hello friends, today in this tutorial we will be building a Google authentication system in Node.js using password library. So you can see that this is a full application we will be building in this tutorial. So Node authentication in Google. So if I click this button, I will be redirected to a screen where I can select my accounts here. These are the different Google accounts. If I select this account, then after redirection, you will see my email address, my display name, Coding Siksha, kikigautam1997 @gmail.com, and this is my profile pic. And there is also a logout button also which is given to me. If I click this logout button, I will be redirected back to the home page. You can see that. If I once again click login, you will see that it will once again ask me. Let me just select a different account, and now you will see that email, name, and pic. So in this application, guys, we will be building this much of stuff in password.js. So all the source code of this application is given in the video description. So this is my blog here that I given written step by step. So let me just show you. If I disable the ad blocker here, and step by step instruction is given inside this blog, and all the source code is also given at the end of the blog. You can download the GitHub repository. So this is a blog here. You can see that you can read the blog, and step by step instruction is given, and at the bottom you will see a download source code button. Click this button and then you will be redirected to the GitHub repository. So here you can click the code button, click the download zip file, and follow along with the video. So let me just stop this server and start building this application from scratch. So let me just close this and also close the Visual Studio Code here also, this window also. So now we will go to the desktop and we will create a new directory, new folder, which will be Node.js Google Auth example. You can call it anything of your choice. So we will enter into this folder, and now we will be initializing the package.json file by initializing the command npm init-y. So this will be creating the empty package.json file with the default options, and now we will be installing the dependency. So the first dependency will be Express, which will be the server on which the app will run. Second will be Passport. So this is the authentication library, and also we need a additional password library which is password Google OAuth 2. So now if I show you on, if you go to npmjs.com, the Node package manager, this is the official website, and there is a package which we will use in this tutorial, which is passport Google auth 2. This is a package I am talking about. Let me just password OAuth 2, sorry, OAuth 2, not Google Auth. So this is a package, guys, password OAuth 2. So you can see that these much of installations is there. So I will just write this password OAuth 2, and also we will need EJS. EJS is a template engine for rendering out HTML documents. We will also need NodeMon, which will automatically restart our application. And apart from that, we also need some kind of session variables to store our data. So for that, we will be installing cookie-session. So that's it, guys. And also one other dependency which will be .env in order to store credentials. .env, that's it. So enter it, and now it will be installing these dependencies. So just wait as it installs. So it totally depends upon your computer speed. So one additional dependency I was referring to is cookie session here. So if you search for this dependency, this is a dependency. So it is kind of a middleware to store cookies inside your Node.js application. So you can see that. And one other dependency I was talking about, .env, to store information which is sensitive. You can see that you will create a .env file, and in that file you will be storing all your client ID, client secret, that much of stuff. You can see that. And now it is just installing it, so just wait. I am not pausing the video, you need to watch the entire video, so please bear with me. So it is installing here. So when it is done, it will have a green screen. You can see that now it has installed all the packages. I can open this inside my Visual Studio Code text editor. You can use any text editor of your choice. So if you open this, you will find a package.json file which has been created. So just wait, it is opening. So this is the package.json file, guys. If you open this file, you will see your description of the project, name, version, description, and here you just need to make slight modifications. Change this to app.js, and also we will make a start script, so which will be simply nodemon app.js. That's it. And now we just need to make our app.js file. So inside this file we will just start our express server at port 5000, and we need to first of all import express. For that, require express, and then we need to initialize a new app, new express app, like this app.listen on port 5000, and also a callback function which will execute. We can console log that app is running on port 5000, and here we can just make a simple get request. When we open the home page, we will be rendering a simple file, response.render, and inside this we can pass pages/index. So we will be using the EJS template engine, so here you need to pass request response. So for using the template engine, we will set our view engine like this, view engine to EJS. So EJS we have installed it. Now we need to create this file. So create a pages directory here, and inside pages directory, we need to create the views directory. So just delete this. Just create the views directory, and inside this views directory we need to create the pages, and inside the pages directory you need to create this file which is index.ejs. And now we can just write a simpler template boilerplate code. So here we have included the bootstrap CDN and jQuery CDN. So inside this we can use the container class of bootstrap, and here we have a simple heading that let's suppose Node.js password Google Auth, like this. And at this moment of time, when I start the application by npm start, so it will start my Node.js application at port 5000. So you can see that if I go to it, let me open this localhost :5000. So you will see our page, Node.js password Google Auth. So now what we want, guys, we need to make our interface. So I will be copy pasting some of the code. I will not be writing the whole code. I will be copy pasting the HTML code. You can just, I am not telling you the HTML code here. So I will just copy paste this code here, HTML code. You can even do it from my blog. So I will go to the index.ejs file and paste the code here. And if I reload it, you will see now this is our interface with a nice icon. This is no authentication, login or register. This is a button. And now it is referring to /Google. So we need to create this route. So we need to go to app.js, and here we need to create this route which is app.get and /Google. So this will have request response. So basically when you click this button, a window will pop in where you will select your account. For that you need to first of all configure the passport library. So here we first of all need to import passport like this at the very top, require passport, and for configuring the passport options you need to create a separate file for this. So we will call this file as passport setup passport.js. So again, in this file also we need passport, so you need to require it, passport. And inside this file we also need our just create a new variable, which is there are various strategies which are there in passport. Strategy is kind of a authentication system. So in this case we are talking about Google authentication, so we will require Google strategy. So that's exactly we are importing here. We are importing it from passport auth2. This is a library. uh, I think we have installed a incorrect library. We need to install passport Google Auth. So let me just stop the application and write npm I passport Google dash OAuth 2. This is a correct library, passport Google OAuth 2. So if you search on npm.js website, this is again a passport library, passport Google OAuth 2. So this is a library, guys, you can see that. So this is a passport strategy library for specifically for Google. So we will use this library. So let me just see, the library is installed. Let me start the server once again by executing the command npm start. So here what we need to do, we need to import it first of all by requiring it. So passport Google OAuth 2, and inside this we have this strategy, which is dot strategy. You can see that. So now we have successfully imported it, and now we need to passport.use. So basically this is a function here, and here we need to initialize new Google strategy. So inside this strategy we need to pass some options. First option will be client ID, second will be our client secret. So let me just put a comma here. So client secret, and let me put a comma, and the third one will be a callback URL. So all this three information we need to get it from the Google website. So if you use any sort of Google API, you need to make some authentication request. So we will go to this website, which is Google Developer Console. So just search on Google, and the very first result which comes in, go to this result, and here we need to create a new project. I have already created a new project, and then you need to click on this credentials option, and here you need to create your client ID, client secret, and the callback URL. So click on this option, click OAuth client ID, and then you need to select web application type to web application, and here you need to fill it your this JavaScript origin. So this will be HTTP localhost, and followed by the port number which I am using. So this is 5000, and for the redirect URI I will be using this redirect URI, which is localhost 5000 / Google / callback. So you can copy my also, but you can even change it. So after this I will click create, and then it will give you your client ID and client secret. And the best way to store it by using environment variables. So we have installed a dependency.env. So here we need to create a env file, environment file. So inside this file we will store these three things: Google client ID, Google client secret. So this is the approach that I am telling you if you want to build your application for a production. And third will be Google callback URL. And then you need to paste your client ID here like this in the client ID field. This is your client secret, and the callback URL was HTTP localhost 5000 / Google / callback. So these are three things. We have stored it inside our environment variable. Now to get these things inside this passport setup, what we need to do here is that we need to require a library which we have installed, which is .env at the very top. This is, and here we need to require it. So require .env, and then there is a function which is config. That's it. And also we need to require this file password setup entirely inside our app.js. So we need to require it /password setup. So require this file, and now you will be able to use this process.env followed by your variable which we have declared Google client ID. Similarly, process.env Google client secret, and the third one was Google callback URL. That's it. So now we have imported these three things from our environment variable. So this is a more secure way on using your application. So after passing these variables, guys, the fourth variable we also need to pass is this pass required to callback. So password required to callback, and this option needs to be set to true. That's it. So this was the first argument that needs to be passed. So it also takes a second argument, which is a callback function, which will execute holding this request, and also it will give you the access token and also a refresh token once the authentication is completed, and also it will give you this profile and also this done callback function. And now we need to simply define this function. We need to console log the profile on the screen. So in this profile object we will see different kind of information, that is display name, email, and profile picture. And also we need to write this return done. This is a callback. Provide null in the first argument and then the profile in the second. That's it. And now what we can do, guys, we can just make a simple pass a middleware inside our app.js. Whenever we are making this to /Google, we are making a request to the authentication. So here we just need to pass our password. Inside this you need to pass password.authenticate, and here we need to pass inside Google like this. So we are doing the Google authentication. Put a comma here. So this middleware function will execute here this password.authenticate. You can see that we have initialized this library. So we are configuring these options inside this file. So this file is included inside app.js. So whenever we make this request to /Google, this middleware function will execute just before the request is made. And also it will take a third argument as well, providing a scope. So scope is nothing but what information that you want. So inside this scope here, this will be an array. Put a comma here. So inside this scope, we will need two things. First is the profile of the person, and second will be the email. You can even request more information. You just need to go to the documentation and you can then request more information. So also we need to close it. So put another parentheses like this. I think we are missing this curly bracket. That's it. So this request is completed, guys. So now I can just run the application. So it is saying to us that let me just restart the application. npm start. So it is saying to us that inside let me just see, guys, what is the problem here. App.get. I think it is requesting that Let me just copy paste this code here. I think I am confused here. So go to my blog here. So you will see this request which is /Google. This is a request here. So you need to pass the scope. You can see that profile email. Let me copy this line. If I check here, you will see that the error is gone here. So you can see that. Now you can pause the video and check the code here. So I think that there was just a problem with the brackets. So if I go back to the application, if I now click the Google button, you will see that it will redirect me to the accounts here. If I select this account on the console, it is telling to us that it cannot get this callback URL. So we need to create this callback URL first of all inside our app.js. So the callback URL that we have defined inside Google Developer Console. So app.get. So here we need to /Google/callback. So this is a callback here. So whenever it is redirected to this, we again need to pass this middleware function, which is passport.authenticate, and we will be passing Google here. So it will check. If it is fails, then it will redirect to this route, which is there inside failure redirect. So we will redirect to a page which will be /failed like this. So if it is failed, so it will be redirected to this URL, and also it takes a third argument on success. So if all things goes well, then this callback function will execute. This third one, callback function will execute. We need to put, I think, a comma here. So let me just go to the blog here. This is a full URL, guys. So let me just paste it here and explain to you what is happening. So we are making this request to the callback URL. So it is executing this middleware function. So if it is failed, then it will redirect it to /failed. So put a comma, and if it is successful, then we will redirect to /success. So we will create this route here, app.get. Let me just create this route, app.get /success. So here it will have request response. So here we will render out a different template which is there inside pages/profile.ejs. That's it. So now what we will see here is that, let me create this template here just for now inside pages. So this will be profile.ejs. So here I can just say success. So now what you will see here, if I re-execute the application, now once again a list of accounts will come. So it is telling me that password initialized middleware not in use. So this is a problem, we need to fix it because we haven't used this middleware, so we need to initialize it. So we have initialized this password library, but we have forgot to pass the middleware function. So here we can use it, app.use passport.initialize. This is a middleware, and also we need to initialize one other middleware, which is passport. I think there is a second middleware we need to pass here, which is session, passport.session, like this. So write these two lines and then your error will not come. So just wait. Again it is there. If I click this account, and again this error will come here, fail to serialize user into session. So basically these are the two functions which are required here inside password setup. So I am intentionally running this application as it is, because I need to tell you which code does something. So inside password setup, if you go to my blog here, you will find these two functions, which are password serialized user and deserialized user. So here you need to copy these two functions and paste it inside this file like this. And now once again, if I reload it, this error will not come. If I select this account, so you will see the success page is coming here, and if I see the console, you will see all this information will be coming here inside a JSON response. This is a display name, email is also there, and the photo is also there. So now we can display this information very easily by going to app.js, and here inside we can pass this information very easily. So the first information that we need to pass is the, let me just see what is the information. We need to pass the email address. So first of all, we can pass the name by request dot user dot, and there is a property which is display name. So this is name, and in order to pass the email, there is a email property also, which is request dot user dot emails. Emails is an array, and we need to get the first element dot value. And for getting the profile pic, there is this option here, which is request dot user, and then we have this photos array, and we need to get the first photo dot value. That's it. So we are passing these three information here, which is the name of the person, email, and the picture. So now in order to receive this inside this profile.ejs template, again I will copy paste some code here. So you will find this file here, which will be this file. If I copy paste this information, and I will explain each code, each step here. You can see that we are copy pasting the name here, email, name, and pic here. So this is the image element. We are passing this source to pic. So whatever variable that you have used here, name, email, and pic, so the same variable needs to be used inside this file. So this is the syntax of EJS in order to render out the variables. So I have provided width 200 and height 200, and these are some of the icons of Font Awesome. So just copy paste the whole file, and this is a profile page, and this is a route for the logout here. I will make this later on. So if I go back to the application once again, if I go to localhost 5000, click this login, select this account. So it is saying to us that cannot read the property display name. What is the problem? Request.user, I think request.user.display name. Oh, I forgot to initialize our cookie session. So this is very much necessary in order to have the sessions. So I just forgot to just go to the blog here, guys. We forgot to initialize the cookie session middleware. So this is the cookie session. We need to copy this line, and here we need to paste it, and here we need to initialize our cookie session middleware, so for storing the information inside cookies. So this library was pretty much necessary. So you can see that, just copy paste this app.use cookie session, and now you will not see a error, hopefully. If I once again select this, once again this is there, let me just see, pages profile EJS, Just wait guys, let me just copy that. This is let me just see. Mm, yes, this is a line guys, you can see that pages. Sometimes I can write wrong code. That doesn't mean that I'm a bad programmer. So let me just refresh this, paste this value here, paste it here, you can see that name is equal to request.user.display name. If I refresh, what is the problem? App.get/success, we are redirecting it to the success route. Let me just see. We have redirected to /success. So here we need to get this information. Let me just copy the whole code here guys. Let me just paste it and see here if it is working or not. And now you will see this is the email name and the picture. And for the logout request, this was pretty simple. We go to /logout and we make request.session to null, and then we invoke request.logout and response.redirect to /. We are redirecting to the home page. That's it. So this was the tutorial guys on how to get started with the authentication part inside Passport for Google. So thanks very much for watching this video.